Oh, welcome back. I'm Trish. Today we're going to have a look at Prince William. I'm going to do this in two parts, so I will put the chapters in. The first part will be the energy of how Prince William is feeling about everything that's going on with Princess Catherine. So we'll see how the energies play out there. And then in the second part, I'm going to have a look at Prince William's energies on himself personally, individually, as his own unique person and what's going on around here. And I think it'll be really interesting to see if there's any similarities between those two spreads. So let's get into the reading. Welcome back to part one of this reading. Here we're looking at how Prince William is feeling around the parent Princess Catherine situation. So what it is that she's dealing with and how this is affecting him, or what he's feeling around this situation relating to Princess Catherine. Now I'm seeing here the energy from the beginning here, you're seeing rising up. So it's a sense of here, okay, there's a couple of things this could be. So either he's trying to keep his energy high, his spirit's high here, he's shifting his focus. So he's either focused his attention on something else, and I feel like that's related to the throne, because you can see the throne, or the empty throne that's sitting right there with the crown sitting there on the ground. So here, and the movement, so movement happening. Now this is a couple of things that could be playing out here. So there's movement going on around the throne, or the crown sitting on the ground, and that's where his focus is at the moment. Or he's needing to keep his he's rising himself up, or he's leveling up. That can also mean a promotion. So him, in one way we could be looking at this is that he's focused on his promotion within the royal family. So here, because we're seeing the throne, the empty throne here, and the movement that's taking place within the royal family, or the throne. Now this can also be movement in his own, because we know, I've just discovered since I've done that last reading, that they have moved, they've changed residences, which I didn't know at the time, but there has been some movement or moving around their residence. So that could also be indicating that as well. But I do feel like his focus has been elsewhere. His focus has been on the throne, or what movement is being going on within the throne. So it's almost like he has to rise up, so like keep himself, his spirits high, because it's like his responsibilities have increased there, or they're going to increase. Now I'm seeing new beginnings down as well. We've got the baby card sitting in the egg. So baby card can be new baby, but it can also be new beginnings here as well. I'm feeling he's having a shift of focus. Shift of focus can either be that he is now having to focus his attention on his wife. But what I'm seeing in these cards is that his attention is on the throne, because if I was seeing a love card or an emotion card sitting next to the shift of focus, that would indicate that his focus is on his emotions or health. Or I'm seeing the health below him. The card of below him is below the shift of focus, below the focus, which is where his attention is. I'm seeing health. Health is below him. To the side of him, where his attention is, it's the throne. So here he's being elevated, or he's raising his status, promotion, duties being increased, or there's movement going on around the throne, and that's where his focus has been. His attention has been focused. Now I'm seeing also here the below that we're looking at the health card sitting below there, and the inner peace. So now let me see, he's got the mission here. I've just got to say, I feel the mission that's diagonal to the throne is related to his mission. His mission is to focus on the throne. Now there is movement going on there, but I'm finding also tranquility and peace. So there's something about looking for peace and tranquility within a move, because they're sitting diagonal to each other, you can see there. So it's like a sense of needing to find harmony, peace and tranquility related to Princess Catherine, and moving. So these three cards all seem to be related here, being that the health card, movement card, and finding a more tranquil existence, or being able to be left in peace. Actually, left in peace is what I'm getting there around the energy of Princess Catherine. Now, but there's new beginnings coming up, so it's really hard. I'm seeing the diagonal between the new beginnings and the shift of focus. So it's almost like he has so much going on. It's like his focus is torn between focusing on the new beginnings, the changes around the throne there, or duties or responsibilities increasing because we have rising up. Rising up can be like pay rise or promotion. It can also be raising your energy, but I feel like it's related to duties or promotion. So there's a new beginnings coming in that area, and that seems to be where he's mission is, or where his attention is focused. But he is also trying to find tranquility within relationship or home there. You can see there's movement, so whether he has moved for that reason, or he's needing that, I'm not going to say support, but support's not the right word, but he's trying to find some kind of tranquility or peace within his home, because that's why the movement occurred, because he's looking for peace and tranquility in that way. Now I'm seeing down the bottom we have the Five of Wands are in reverse. Now, Five of Wands is about battles. Down here, you see here, this one here. Five of Wands indicates battles and struggles and some kind of issues around people fighting or arguing or battling or not seeing eye to eye. But in reverse, it's saying that something's not worth the fight. So it's like he's pulling back from a fight or pulling back from struggles. It could be power struggles or some kind of engaging in the drama is what I'm hearing there. So he's pulling back from engaging in drama. So he's saying it's like not worth getting involved in, whatever that situation is. Now he's saying also he's searching the Three of Pentacles is in reverse here. It's in the reverse position, and it's saying that he's needing to find a better team. The team or the surroundings around him not meshing together. You see sitting side by side to the Five, both are in reverse, and to me sometimes I read that as being something coming in from the past. So when something's in reverse, I'll sometimes read it as it's not something new that's coming in, it's something, it's energy or rubbish that's been brought in from the past, or things that they're dealing with from the past. So here I'm seeing battles and fights surrounding something to do with the past, but it's saying that they're needing to work together here, because it's saying they're just not working together and they're sitting side by side, which is it's saying you need a better team, or you need to get a better connection, or a better connection within your teammates, family. We have family sitting here. It is in the upright position, the Ten of Wands, and that indicates emotional fulfillment within the family. So that's very, very interesting to have that there. So on one side of this Prince or this Knight, we're seeing the Knight of Cups, which means a beautiful energy of love, romance, romantic action, because Knights are action. So it's about seeking romantic action, but also seeking fulfillment in emotional fulfillment in the family. So these two cards here do relate to each other. So it's looking for emotional fulfillment within a partnership and within the family. So he's trying to get that balance here, but I'm seeing over here that there is struggles and some things he's feeling like it's just not worth getting involved in, or not worth the fighting over, or it's about, and I'm feeling it can also be related to the past because it is in reverse. So it's saying something about petty battles or fighting that's going on, and instead you're needing to come together and be more harmonious and collaborate. Harmonious being tranquility. So we're needing to find that inner peace, or finding peace, because over here we've got fights and we've got needing to work together, because the Three of Pentacles, which is normally a card of collaboration, working with other people, it's about not working together. It's in reverse, so it's saying it's the opposite. So it's not working together, you're needing to find a better team. So this can be related to the Throne up here. If I was reading this as an individual spread for him, I would say that the issues would be in finding a good team within the Throne or within his workplace, which is the Throne. So but here it's I'm asking around Princess Catherine, sitting right next to the Knight of Cups, which is the focus on the relationship and the partnership and the romantic action, the romance, or the trying to work on that. Because what I'm seeing here is that within that romantic harmony, tranquility and peace within that relationship, there has been battles or petty battles that it's not worth fighting over. Is his opinion, is how he's feeling. It's not worth fighting, and he's just wanting to put the team back together. Team being family sitting right here. It's like putting the family back together here is what I'm seeing with these cards. Now, to read these is any other way, as I said, if it was a personalized spread, I would read this as trying to get a team together, or fights within the royal family, or fights within the job, which is the throne, and this being here is what he's working on. But because I'm asking on Princess Catherine and how he's feeling around that, the situation feels like there's been battles, struggles, petty fights going on, where it's allowed there's no camaraderie or no connection, team-wise connection or collaboration, because it's in the reverse position. And he's really trying to find that balance here, and try to work through that and get this all more harmonic, because it does affect here, because he's focused over here on this and the movement within, and the extra duties, or the promotion going on within the throne or the job. Because his attentions are here, he needs this part to run more tranquil and more smooth. It's all connected, as you can see. The health is connected, the mission, his mission is connected. It's connected to where his focus is lying. You can see his focus is up here. All the way down the bottom here this is where we're seeing the family and Princess Catherine. Down the bottom here, we're seeing a situation that there has been petty dramas that's not worth fighting about, and needing to get a better team around them. So team can also be PR too, I've got to say, a better PR team too, and that's what I'm feeling, a really strong sense here. It's not around their relationship or the family dynamic. I'm feeling this to be a better, like a PR team, to do with what's going on with, the petty battles or the fighting or the situation. His partnership with Princess Catherine, and also his family. He needs a PR team that's going to get that looking more tranquil in the public light, because that affects his mission and all this stuff up here. So let's take a look at part 2 on his individual spread and see if there's much difference that comes up. Welcome back. So here we're looking at Prince William's energy individually, separate to Princess Catherine. We're looking just at his energies. There's not a great deal of overlap here with the cards between the two spreads, but what I am very much drawn to in the two decks, both of the Tower cards have fallen out of the two different decks. So, and the Tower card is all about upheaval going on around him. So chaos, drama, and upheaval going on around him. So coming up twice in this spread here. So there's a sense of a great deal of change, upheaval, things maybe built on weak foundations will be moved or rocked by current situations. Now what I am seeing is there's a strategy in place here. So it's like moving chess pieces on a chessboard, and it's like okay, this came up in Princess Catherine's reading as well, the card of the chess pieces, because I talked about family here. I talked about the prince and the princess and the family here. Now I know there's 3 children, not 2, but I did get that sense there from Princess Catherine's cards when it came out. But what I'm seeing here in Prince William's card is that it's more related to strategy around him getting control or getting his power back, taking his power back. Now below that it's celebrating. So we're celebrating an accomplishment here. So this is where his focus is on an individual level. I don't see a lot of Princess Catherine here. But then I did specifically ask for his own individual energy, so that's kind of interesting. So again, he really focused on strategy, moving the chess pieces on the chessboard very carefully and strategically to work to power, getting power back, or getting power or control, whether that's control within the relationship, control around his the way he's seen. But I feel it's more in his work public face kind of life, his role on the throne. That's where I'm feeling where his strategy is playing out. Doesn't feel to me to be within the home or the family, because I'm not seeing any other cards to indicate that. It doesn't feel like he's trying to pull his power back, or he's have his public face in any way seen in a different way, or get control of how he's seen out in the world. I'm not seeing that in the cards at all either. What I am seeing is the strategy is about him celebrating accomplishments, or him trying to achieve and accomplish getting control or power in some way, and there's a level of strategy that it's taking to do that. Self-love is also down there on the cards, and self-love is that he's thinking about himself, so he's really focused on his own endeavors or his own pursuits, his own strategies here about his own personal power is where I'm seeing his focus. Now he is trying to get a balance here. There's a balancing card, so he is trying to balance the I think it's the 2 towers there actually is what he's balancing. It's like it's 2 falling towers. Now I gotta say, I feel here where it's bringing me back to London Bridge is falling down. Now it's like, because it almost feels like the Tower of London, and I'm seeing 2 towers falling. So here it is, and both with the balancing card, there's 2 balls in that card. So it is dealing with or balancing 2 kind of chaotic situations, or 2 tower moments, or 2 towers falling. Towers falling could be great powers. It could be, one of them could have been the Queen changing hands and losing the Queen, because that, I know when they changed the monarchy, I believe the quote for that is London Bridge has fallen. I believe that's, if I'm wrong, please let me know the exact meaning of that term. I have read it once, but I just can't quite remember exactly what it means. But I feel like it's a change in the monarchy. When there's a change coming, or there's issues around the monarchy, there's a phrase that's said, and that is London Bridge is falling. So here I'm seeing 2, Tower of London is what I'm feeling. 2 of them, there's 2. And again, because we've got that balancing, he's balancing 2 different dramas related to the royal family. So that could be, one could be his father, and the other could be Princess Catherine, because here in the balance, as you can see, we've got the tower, we've got balance, tower. So he's balancing between 2 tower moments, or 2 London bridges falling, 2 towers falling, 2 lots of chaos going on around him. He's keeping his energy quite high though. He's really focused on energy. He's got quite high energy is what I'm feeling. It feels to be almost thriving energy, it feels to me. It doesn't feel, it feels thriving, I've got to say. It's like strategy and planning and really in control here. Doesn't feel to be like collapsing or crumbling because of what's going on. These towers are big. They're big energies playing out, big dramas playing out around him, but I don't feel him crumbling personally. I feel his energy is quite high around him. Actually, I'm feeling like a refreshing here card here is look to his image. There's a whole new image. He's got a bit of an empty cup here. The Ace of Cups is in reverse, so he's feeling a little bit drained. I'm feeling this is the Princess Catherine card here. The drama's going on around here, and I'm feeling like he's a little bit emotionally drained because of that, but I feel like he's got a whole fresh new outlook coming around him. So here we have the Knight of Swords, had the Knight of Cups, and that's all about the romantic side or the emotional side, because cups are emotions. So here it's him in the role of emotion or partner or husband. Here we're looking him when I've asked about him personally, he comes up as the Prince of Swords. Now the Prince of Swords is all about strategy and planning. They're thinkers, they're planners, they're good expressors and communicators. So it's about his public face and him communicating in the public and how he's seen. So it's taking action. So it is in reverse. So it's saying he's holding back at this time. He's holding back from being the expressing himself and saying how he really feels about the situation, or he's holding back on something, some kind of communication with the public in his public face. There's a bit of a hold back going on here related to this drama or this tower moment that's happening around the relationship here. So something's been a little bit draining around him, and this I feel we're working relationship down the bottom again here. This is the dramas or the chaos that's going on around Princess Catherine. He's holding back on expressing something around how he's feeling about this, or what's really going on around him. I just find this so interesting that when I was asking about his role with Princess Catherine, he presented as the Prince of Cups, so the husband, the partner, the romantic partner, and that's what we're focused on. But when I'm asking about him on a personal level, he is presenting as the Prince of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and that is about strategy up here. So a great strategist, a great thinker, a great planner, and that's how he's presenting himself in this spread. So he's really focused on getting control and being in control, being seen in a certain way, the strategies around, you know, his career or how he's seen in the world, his promotions or his duties and responsibilities, that he is very focused on that. Now I'm also seeing the Three of Swords, and it's in reversed. So this is emotion. This is swords are thoughts, words, expression. This is in the mind. So, and it's about past wounds here. We can see here, this came up in Princess Catherine's reading that I done a few weeks ago, and I said it can be going under the knife, it can be like heart surgery, it can be like surgery, but here I'm seeing it being in the past, so something that's already happened because it's in the reverse position, so something that's already happened in the past. So this could be him trying to work through the wounds that have been made to the heart of Princess Catherine. We can see here, this is the drama here, the wounds that perhaps he's made, because I did read the comments when I did the Princess Catherine reading, and there was a lot of comments about him cheating and things like that. This is where I'm feeling like this is this energy. So he's been quite strategic in how he's working this situation, the wounds that he's made to Princess Catherine's heart, and the past wounds that's done in the past, and he's holding back. Here, there's energies where he's holding back related to that situation. I'm seeing 3, 1, 2, 3. Has there been 3 separate things that's been done here? 3 separate things here. Let me just see if I can pull in anything else from these cards. Okay, what I am seeing is the delusion card, which I didn't talk about at the top. That is also has a knife or a sword, and that is also, that indicates inside the mind. So the way he's thinking is not how it's being shown in the public face. So, okay, there is a difference in the way he's thinking or feeling. There's two different parts to that. So one, like his emotional side of him is very different to his mental side of him. I'm seeing him being very mental here because he's got so many swords in this spread. Like there's so many swords. I see the strategy as a sword as well, because it is all about thoughts and thinking and planning, and that's a sword aspect. Now I am seeing as a delusion. It's not easily seen. So he's not showing his true face or feelings in some way. So whatever his true plans are, or whatever he's holding back on down here with this one here, with the Knight of Swords, so the the Prince of Swords, that was a little slip there. The Prince of Swords is holding back. He's not showing things for what they really are. It says delusion, things are not as they seem. So he's holding back. He's not saying something. He's not saying everything. He's holding something back here. It's not what we think, or it's different to we think. So and it's related to chaos and him trying to get control. So isn't that's strange? So is there dramas playing out where he's fighting for his duties, or he's fighting, because he doesn't have fight in this spread, he had it in the last spread, but I'm just thinking, you know, it's like, it's not as easy and simple as what it looks like on the surface. There's some kind of chaos or dramas playing out in the background where it's almost like he's got to feel like he's got to be strategic to get his power back, or get control, or earn his sense of duty. I don't think earn's the right word, but it's like he's really got to focus on showing his worth, taking his power back, or being very strategic with what he does and his moves. So every move that he makes related to this Tower card down here, which is Princess Catherine, affects the Tower card up here. So it affects his public life, or how he's seen, or whatever he's holding back on. There's something he's holding back with related to this, because if he expresses or tells too much around this situation, then it affects this situation up here. See him fighting for control. He's fighting to get his control back, but being very strategic in the way that he does it, because he has to be careful. It's like he will lose the public opinion, or he will lose duties, or he's going to lose something if he's not careful. It's like here he's got to hold certain things back about him, has to be held back because it affects his part. This part affects this part, and it's like he's got to fight to keep his power or his control and be very strategic about it. So thank you so much for joining me for this royal read.